Hi everyone, Miss Janet here from the Bryant Library. So today I wanted to introduce three new picture books that we have here at the library. And the first one is called Speak Up, and it's by Miranda Paul. And it's a very sweet story centering around a group of busy kids at school who discover that there's more than one way to let your voice be heard, and that it's very important to speak up and let everyone know that you're a person and that you have something very important to say. So this was a really nice story. And the second one is for all you Pete the Cat fans, and this is called Pete the Cat. Crayons Rock. And here we have our favorite character, Pete the Cat, with his crayon friends. So I think you'll enjoy that one. And last is called The Blue House, and this is by Phoebe Wahl. And I really loved this story. I loved the illustrations, and it's the story of a father and a son who discover that home is really where you make it. So I'm going to read this story, so I hope you really like it. The Blue House. Leo lived with his dad in an old blue house next to a tall fir tree. The paint was peeling and the roof was mossy. There were leaks and creaks, and when the wind blew, the whole thing shook. But it was theirs. Leo loved the blue house in winter, with its hiding places and cozy spaces. And when the old heater broke, they would bake a pie just to warm up the kitchen. And they would dance. Leo loved the blue house in summer, with its garden full of raspberries and tomatoes. He would play in the yard until the sun went down. Lately, there was all kinds of construction going on in the neighborhood. Big new apartments were going up next door and across the road, and Leo would watch the backhoes and trucks out of his window. They looked like tiny toys. "I'm worried ours will be next," he heard his dad say on the phone one night. But Leo knew his dad was wrong. The blue house would be theirs forever. And one day, Leo's dad picked him up from school, but instead of going home, they got ice cream and went to the beach. "I got a letter from the landlord today," Leo's dad said. "They've sold our house and it's going to be torn down. I'm sorry, bud. We're going to have to move." Leo was angry. How could anyone just take their house away? He kicked and screamed and locked himself in his room. They couldn't tear it down if he never came out. But Leo got hungry and after a while went down for dinner. "I'm angry too," his dad said. So after they ate, they danced and stomped and raged together. They shredded on guitar and Leo did a special scream solo. It made both of them a little less mad. Soon the blue house began to fill up with boxes. Every day another familiar object was packed away. And when the blue house was empty, it was echoey and drafty like a hollow shell. "The walls look so naked," said Leo. "Let's paint on them," said his dad. It made both of them a little less sad. The new house felt empty too. It didn't feel like home. "I hate it," said Leo. "That's okay," said his dad. And one day, Leo and his dad walked by the hole where the blue house had been. And when they shut their eyes, they could see it clearly, hear every floorboard's creak and the drip of the faucet's leak. But when they opened them again, their home was gone. And that night, as Leo lay in bed, staring at the empty walls on his new room, he had an idea. "What if we painted it?" Leo said. "Good thinking," said his dad. Then together they mixed the perfect shade of blue, and it made them both feel a little more at home. And little by little, familiar objects began to appear in the new house. And after school one day, Leo and his dad baked a pie in the kitchen. And that night, they unpacked the stereo and danced and stamped and sang until it was time for bed. Leo had been right. The blue house would be theirs forever. And with each passing day, the new house was becoming theirs too. There it is. The Blue House by Phoebe Wahl. So I hope you really liked that story. I really did. It's just very heartwarming and a beautiful message. Never give up, and home is where you make it. So until we meet again, have fun, everybody. And I do hope you come into the children's room to check out and hopefully take these books home with you. Bye, everybody.